We're here today with head women's basketball coach Nate Vogel and Christine Ortega as part of the Lone Star Conference Basketball Online Media Day. Nate, let me start with you. You're a first-year head coach at Texas A&M International University, and you've had a lot of success at Miles Community College, including an astonishing 33-1 record in the 2018-19 season. How are you planning on continuing that success here in Laredo as we enter the Lone Star Conference?
Well, a lot of the offensive and defensive concepts that we had previous is what we're bringing here. But most importantly is our culture that we had. We have a culture of our players caring about each other and coaches caring about our players, and so that's the main thing. We can have all the plays and all the other stuff that we want, but as long as we have players and coaches that care about each other, I think that's going to be the main thing that's going to move us forward.
Nate, what improvements have been made to your team over the last season?
Well, I guess that remains to be seen a little bit. But again, we're hoping the culture change helps quite a bit. We think we've improved our talent from last year to this year. We got a lot longer. We think we got some shooters in here. And then hopefully style of play will bring some fans in the stands, and our players will enjoy playing the style of play. But I think most significantly, again, going back to your initial question, was the culture change is hopefully the biggest thing, and everything else falls into place afterwards.
And building on that culture change that you mentioned, can you just discuss your three pillars of TAMU women's hoops and how you help the team grow on the court, in the community, in the classroom?
So most important one is service. And so that involves all the stuff you just mentioned. That's on the court, so that's as simple as helping someone off the ground. That's in the community, whether that's helping out at an elementary school or cleaning up at some place around Laredo, and then in the classroom, that's our players helping each other, whether that's kind of being a tutor a little bit if someone knows a little bit better. The subject material, helping each other out that way. But it's just a matter of caring about each other. Second pillar is toughness. And so that's, again, if there's a charge to be taken, we're taking it. If we're having a loose ball on the ground, we're diving for that ball. Some of that type of stuff. And then do extra is our last pillar. So, hopefully they're getting in the gym and putting up shots before I'm asking them to, which they are. They're doing a great job with that. In the classroom, that's, if there's a chapter to be read, they're hopefully reading 2 or getting an assignment done 2 days ahead of time. So hopefully with those 3 things, that again hits all those 3 areas in the community, in the school, and then on our team, I think we're off to a good start.
And Nate, which of the newcomers do you expect to make an immediate impact this season?
Well, we have a lot of them. So 11 of our 15 are newcomers. So we expect everybody that comes in here to help us in some form or fashion. But I guess to specifically answer your question, we brought Patricia Jaworska, junior college transfer from MCC, with us. She was an All-American last year, so we're expecting her to do some good things. Julini De Silva Sa is a Division I transfer from Sacramento State. We hope to do some good things in the post. And then everyone else is going to have a role to play as well. And then we have a great group of returners that are going to help us. So with that mix of returners and newcomers, we think we'll be able to make some improvements.
Christine, what is the most important aspect of basketball that the Dust Devils need to focus on in order to be successful this year?
I think that because it's a new team, the most important aspect is going to be gelling together. There's a lot, like he said, of newcomers as well as returners. So I think that what's going to be most important is us meshing together as a team. So it translates like off and on the court, and I think with that we'll be able to have a pretty good season.
And Christine, what's the biggest improvement to your game that we'll get to see this season?
Definitely being more of a stretch 4. Coach is pretty big on having everybody on the team be a shooter. I've always been inside the paint. Most of my points were inside the paint last year, so I think that definitely stretching out as a 4, like a shooter, I think that'll probably be what I'll focus on a lot this year.
And Christine, as one of 4 returners from last year's team, how do you plan on using your experience at TAMU to help lead the new additions throughout your senior season?
Well, like you mentioned, it is my senior season, so I think that I'm just going to help as much as I can, with the knowledge I have from last year and kind of giving that to the people here. I know Coach is trying to set like a new tone of what he wants Tammy women's basketball to be, and I think that I'm going to try to do my best to kind of implement that as a senior and kind of leave my own little legacy, not really, but just to kind of help Coach along those lines, because his first year, it's my last year, so I think we're just going to be on the same page and try to do as much as I can to leave a mark for our team.
All right, thank you, Nate and Christine. Good luck this season.
Thank you.